had economists from Goldman Sachs to UBS and others in the marketplace kind of support this notion. For the markets, we're going to see a much greater stimulus. And stimulus, fiscal stimulus, is what's been propping up the market this year, as we all know. And it's taken a beating because of the lack of progress in Washington. Additionally, I expect to see a broader market participation in the economic recovery based on a Biden victory, particularly if the Senate goes Democratic as well. Right now, the tech stocks have really dominated the S&P, representing, you have 5 representing 26%. And that's where a lot of the gains have come, and the growth stocks generally.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go just more towards aid to states in need and or municipalities. Connecticut, it's funny. I mean, you've been on with us a number of times. Connecticut has not done that badly during this period, has it, Shawn? I know there are some deficits. Obviously, revenues are down in some ways, but you've also had an influx of people from New York City. It would seem you benefited to a certain extent. Does Connecticut really need more federal assistance?
Well, 2 points. Yes, to follow up on the last comment you made, the greater stimulus package, you will see support in it for state and local governments, which will have a direct impact on the real economy, which is different from the financial markets. In terms of Connecticut, absolutely. We've managed strongly through this crisis. And with that said, right, just to put it in perspective, for a state that's managed our finances well, ended the year with a slight surplus, managed COVID-19 well, we are hurting. There are still thousands of our residents out of jobs. In the U.S., there's still 12 million plus people out of work. And so even a state like Connecticut, we absolutely need a stimulus package to help with the response to COVID-19, to help with state and local governments, to help with small businesses that are suffering, and some that will never, ever come back. So, and that's what we see in terms of the difference between a Trump reelect and a Biden victory today.
Shawn, I wonder if you have any theories as to why there seems to be a bit of a tailwind behind financials, really, but I guess to a larger degree, some energy and financials, when the prospect, some argue, of a Biden White House is tighter regulation on both of those industries. Why would they be in favor of a Biden White House?
So a couple of things. One is that conventional wisdom is simply not true, that markets have performed better if you look over the last 20 or 30 years under Democratic administrations than Republicans, right? And analysts and folks looking at this know this. 2, the net impact, right? We expect greater regulation, but we also expect greater fiscal stimulus. We also expect greater investment in green jobs, green technology, other industries of the future that will be, you take it all together, and I think the expectation is a net positive on the financial markets, but even more importantly, a net positive on the real economy, which will support long-term financial market growth.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.